Hey guys, Clumsy here. Welcome back to ETS2 Season 2. Still with our trusty, pretty beat up Actros MP4 here with Joffrey the Giraffe, as you guys told me his name is. Pretty close our guess. I think we went with Gary last time. Anyway, we are here where we ended in the previous episode, Gothenburg in Sweden. Found a job that takes us north, exactly where I wanted to go, so that's perfect, doesn't happen often, to Lillehammer. So we'll be crossing over to Norway again, and we'll be going to some of the newer areas in ProMods in Norway, I think. Not the newest, but still going to be pretty scenic. Something I wanted to try out, I got myself, because we're no longer dirt poor. If you look at our expenses, our balance, we have 10,000. So I got myself a fancy GPS voice system. Zeemod actually released something. I wanted to try that out. English TomTom Lorry by Zeemod. So I wanted to try that and to see if it's effective enough for our needs. We'll try it out without any GPS. That tone you heard is part of it. We'll try it without any GPS part there. So I'll turn it off completely and rely only on the voice. I hope I don't regret this, but let's go. Should be around 400 plus kilometers. Not that long. I think we can manage. Might need some fuel on the way though. We'll see how that works. Let's let this guy pass.
Turn left.
Left? It's not going well. Lori doesn't seem like she gives the most timely instructions.
Turn right.
Okay, there you go. Maybe it was just a getting to know you phase. I think she's acclimating now, giving it a bit more timely advice. And I'm going to trust that as long as she says nothing, it's going to be a straight through. Just going to follow the road straight ahead. Alright? But yeah, it's a free mod, guys, in case you were wondering. I was just role playing a while ago, buying the GPS voice in-game. But it's really free. You can try it out in Zeemod's site, in Zeemod's selfie site. As always, mods list link in the video description. Should have that under the audio section if you guys want to try it for yourself. Then make sure to go to the audio settings in-game. Turn on voice navigation and pick the TomTom Lorry by Zeemod's option so that you can get to try it out yourself. You should also hear a different beep.
After 100 yards, turn right.
A different beep when we are speeding. So even though we don't have visibility on the speed limit on each of the roads, we do have a slight idea how it should work. Like normally in city areas should be 50, in smaller roads should be 70, in full-blown highways should be 80. But if we ever miss some of those, then we should hear a certain chime to indicate that we are speeding. And I hope I will hear it. And I hope I will distinguish it fast enough to not actually, cause any ticketing. Because even though we have money now, I still have to be very careful. We only have 10,000. We do want our trucking empire to flourish. Right now that empire only consists of a single truck and a single driver. Hopefully we are able to ramp that up soonish. But I think first things first, we'll have to save up for a garage. I think that's around 180,000 if I remember correctly. Around 180,000 euros, and then we'll have to save up for a truck. But yeah, that's not going to be in a while. So we'll be sitting in our Actros here with Joffrey for the foreseeable future. And if you guys like it, we'll be keeping the voice. If not, I think there's a free refund period, so I can still give it back and we can go back to our old GPS navigation like so. But yeah, for now, give it a chance. Let's see if we like the additional immersion. What I like about this approach is it focuses you on what's in front of you. Get to appreciate more the scenery, get to notice more the upcoming signs. You tend to look forward more, literally. Forward looking has never been more real in this case. But yeah, because if you don't have a GPS like that, then you're not peeling your eyes away from the front, you're always just looking in front of you. And that's the great thing about the no GPS challenges I've done. I tend to focus more on the road and tend to appreciate the sceneries more. But on the other side, the no GPS challenges are very difficult because I have to be very mindful of where I am and when I'm going to turn. This voice navigation is kind of a good balance in between.
After 100 yards, turn right.
Exactly, case in point. So I can look forward, I can enjoy
Turn
the scenery, but I don't have to worry that I'll miss a turn because I'll get enough heads up to let me know whenever there's something that's coming up and when I should do some changes with my trajectory, with my path basically. So right here, I'm not sure. I think this is a 70-kilometer road, but we can try. When we go past 75 or something, we'll probably hear a beep. We'll test it out. Hopefully there will be no cop. There you go, heard it? That very subtle tone there.
After 100 yards, turn left.
Oh, okay. Turn left. 100 yards is a bit far, isn't it? I haven't gotten quite used to knowing
Turn left.
or measuring how large of a distance 100 yards is. I kind of wish there was like a metric version that would be more apt for here in Europe. But I guess Zeemod recorded this from a Garmin in the UK, so they speak in yards and miles, which makes sense because he's from there. For other parts of Europe though, you can imagine it makes more sense to stay in the metric system. 60, okay. Are you going to be crashing into me? Hopefully not, thank you. Roadworks. I wonder if this is a random event kind of thing. It does look like it. Looks nice. Alright, off we go. Now, Lori didn't really complain. Nothing like rerouting or any similar comment. So I think we should be good, hopefully. We'll just keep on going and enjoying the route until we get to Germany. Completely the opposite way. No, this is the right one. Do we have a compass somewhere? I should have bought a compass as well, so at least we know which direction we're heading. Well, we can use the sun for that, I guess. Survival. Right now it's 4:27 p.m, so the sun should be somewhere on the west. Train. Right, so the sun should be somewhere on the west. Where is the sun anyway? 1 second. I think somewhere to the left of us, so that's good. So that means we are northbound. Still very high up because we're in Norway. Okay, go straight, thank you. So she does tell us to go straight from time to time so that we're not too scared that we're going somewhere completely different. I like that. Initially, I was not interested in trying this at all. I saw this update from Zeemod that he released a voice navigation. If you guys had been watching the videos, you'll know that I'm not really a huge fan of voice navigation. I always have it off, but today I was just thinking of a change, you know, something to switch it up a bit, give it a chance. So I downloaded it for free and turned off the GPS here and only kept the GPS voice just for an additional challenge, additional twist, something to spice up the driving experience, and we'll see. Speaking of spicing up the driving experience, perfect segue. We are having our convoy very soon, guys. If you haven't heard yet, I did announce it in the community page in in my YouTube channel. So you might have seen me post that, maybe not, but we will be having a convoy on the 28th of May. Convoy in ETS2 on the ProMods server of Truckers MP. We're not using the new official convoy feature yet because it's still experimental. It's not the most stable yet. So we'll be going with something more tried and tested. So on the 28th of May, ETS2 ProMod server in Truckers MP. It will be on the usual streaming schedule. So that's 8 a.m. Singapore time, 8 a.m. UTC plus 8. For the UK folks, that's I think 1 a.m. UK time. For those in the US, that's 8 p.m. Eastern time. Just convert it to your respective time, local times, okay? But it's the usual streaming schedule. So in the US, it's actually 8 p.m. Eastern on a Thursday, on the 27th. But for me, that's already Friday, the 28th. Yeah, time zones are beautiful. Hear the sarcasm in my voice. But yes, that's how it goes. So we'll have the convoy there. We'll be meeting in A Coruña, in Iberia. If you don't have Iberia DLC, then we can meet up after we leave Iberia. We don't really have a route in mind yet. We'll probably head somewhere, I have no idea, somewhere in the UK. Not sure. I'll ask the people when we're there. But once we leave Iberia, then you can join in. And once we decide where we will be meeting, then and where we will be going, then we'll do a secondary meeting point, a secondary meetup point for those outside, for those who don't have Iberia. Yeah. But since this will be a ProMod server, you will need to have, that's the speeding indicator. ETOL will be the second lane. The current lane we're at. How do you count lanes anyway? From the right or from the left? I always get confused there, but this one. Auto pass. Thank you. Oh, I need to fuel up. Up. Doesn't this guy be crashing into me? Please no. Thank you, AI, for being smart about it. There were previous versions where they would just slam into you, but thankfully SES has fixed that for the most part. Anyway, join us for the convoy there. Everyone is welcome to join. Not everyone will have voice access though. We'll have to limit it, otherwise there will be chaos in the stream. I'm not quite decided yet on how the voice will be, but probably the usual suspects will have voice access. The subs and whatnot. The bros. But we'll see. As always, it will be one of those informal things. Too lazy to think of too many rules. We'll just keep it simple. We'll just enjoy it as much as we can without making it too formal. 70 again. Very abrupt changes, huh? That's fine. We will adjust as necessary. We've crossed over to Norway, if you guys haven't noticed. And yes, that's indicative of the yellow lines and the different signs. You guys also told me you guys have different spellings of Gothenburg, I think. Gothenburg. Like the O or the U. Like, it's a different accent when you're in Norway and when you're in Sweden. So that's one more way of determining where you are. Although I don't think we'll be seeing that sign anymore because that city where we came from is in the opposite side. So this will probably be a different thing. But we'll see. Let's see what the signs say. Yeah, it's completely different here now. Also, I'm not sure where we should be turning and if the speed limit has gone up to 80. I think it was still 70, but let's double check. Ooh, chopper. Let's double check here. Yeah, it's 80 now. That's one of the caveats. It will tell you when you're above the speed limit, but it will not tell you when you're below. So we'll have to keep our eyes peeled for that. Yeah, I guess I missed an 80 speed limit sign, huh? So it looks like this GPS voice only thing is not foolproof. But there, it says there 90, so for trucks that's 80. That should be more than sufficient. So we'll probably not be able to optimize this. We won't be able to travel as fast as possible because we'll miss some of those signs. And sometimes we'll not be as fast as the speed limit allows us, but that should be okay. Stockholm? Are we going to Stockholm? No, that's going east. We're going north. Man, I love these roads. Very nice to drive in. The textures look great as well. I wonder if Europe reskin has anything to do with this. I have my doubts. I think Europe reskin is sticking to the default ones. The going east areas and the really old areas. Keep left, so this one. Okay. Thank you. Okay, looks like we took the right turn because we didn't get any rerouting indication. Trust in the system, guys. Trust in the system that we're not lost. This is how it worked in the olden days before you had any GPS systems. The only time you know you're lost if on a 1 hour trip you've been out on the road for 2 hours and there is no end in sight. Old school. Stay on the right lane here this time for the auto pass thingy. There you go. Now we're not so afraid of toll gates anymore. At least we have a bit of spare change with us. Remember those times when we were scared of even passing through a toll gate because we were at risk of going of losing all our money. That's how poor we were. Those were the days, just like an episode ago. But now, much better. Still can't relax yet because it can easily be a disaster if we don't keep our eyes on the road. Repair costs can be quite expensive and I don't want to fall into that trap. So even though we can afford the occasional penalties, the occasional tolls here and there, still have to be very mindful of our surroundings here. Make sure we don't bump or nudge anything in the vicinity. Man, this must be so cool to drive through when we finally get that convoy feature in, huh? Crap. Slow down, slow down. 70 here, there we go. I almost forgot, I was trying to slow down a while ago. You might have noticed I lowered the cruise control from 80 to 70.
Keep right.
But it didn't work because I actually don't have a retarder and the cruise control can only use the retarder initially if you don't have your engine brake on. Yeah, this used truck does not have its retarder systems added, so we can only use the engine brake as secondary braking, which is fine.
The rotary, second exit.
Ah, interesting. First time going through a rotary, so this is the first one, the second one is on that side. Okay, cool. Looks clear enough for me.
Exit
Tron
ahead.
time. Thank you. Very clear instructions, I like it. This looks like a very cozy city. Lots of nice buildings there and beautiful looking bridge here going somewhere. I don't know where, but I would want to take a photo of
yards,
that.
turn left.
Turning left, huh? Okay.
Turn left.
There. To Trondheim, okay. That's clear. Very nice. Very steep as well. Thankfully, we're going
Cross
through
the
here.
rotary. First exit.
Going through here downhill. So it's not too heavy on the engine.
Exit ahead.
Also, I haven't seen a gas station yet. 1/4 left on the fuel tanks. That's fine. We'll make a way somehow. Oh, this looks like a nice photo opportunity. Yes, I'm very excited to get 141 in ETS2 as well. But yeah, there's always the common problem. when we get 141, it will be a beta first, so it will not be the most stable. And even when we get it fully released, then there will be a time when ProMods will not be compatible yet. And that means without ProMods, the series will have to be put on hold in the meantime. So we'll have to squeeze out what we can with the series as much as we can before 141 arrives. But
Keep left.
okay, thank you. I'll probably not jump into the beta initially. We'll see depending on how things go, because I might not be able to resist the convoy feature. The official convoy is just so much fun playing with other folks and having AI, and to a limited extent having sound mods using that Fmod plugin. And maybe eventually mods will be allowed in Convoy. That will be the dream. That is the hope, actually. I expect that to happen sometime during the beta. Probably not immediately, but hopefully soonish. There are actually ways already. Some people have found ways already how to allow mods into Convoy. I've been seeing that in screenshots, in Discord. You guys have been sharing it with me. I saw some tips on how to do that in the SES forums. Something about modifying DLC files, including your mods there and whatnot. Like disguising a mod as a DLC. Something along those lines. But I'm kind of lazy for that kind of thing. And I don't know. I don't think it helps the beta testing process. We get into the beta mainly as a way to test out the new features and help SES out to iron out some bugs. But doing those kinds of tweaks, I'm not sure if it's along those same lines. So I'm not very much leaning towards that kind of approach. So I think I'd rather wait for SES to support officially mods again, even in Convoy. But if that's something that they won't have time to implement, if they announce that mods will not be supported for 1.41, and that maybe they'll only support it in 142 or later on, then I might start looking into it. Oh my goodness, this car. Okay, good. But yes, for now, convoys in vanilla, not such a problem for me. We'll see. The only main concern I have is really the sound mods. I need sound mods in there, but thanks to the sound plugin, I can still have nice sounds. And that's what I'm planning to do for SKRS MP as well. Having the sound plugin enabled so I wouldn't have to contend with default SES sounds even in SKRS MP. Details about that will be in the mods list too. The link to the GitHub will be there. Ooh, raining finally. Doesn't rain too often in these videos of mine. Not as often as I would like, but this is a nice change in the scenery. Makes it more immersive, makes it feel more real. Look at that sun ray, guys. Beautiful. This is so cozy now, isn't it? Now this really feels like Norway. Yeah, looking forward to the official convoy with mod support so we can have not only sound mods but ProMods mainly. And other cool mods out there. But yes, going through these roads unlocked by ProMods, going through roads with other map mods. First exit, thank you. Other map mods that we have become really fond of. I have my lights on already, guys, in case you were wondering. It's just really weak. Maybe as the skies darken, we get to see the lights more. Now the roads are pretty shiny. They're a bit too shiny for my liking. It's like they're a bit too shiny, the material, but it's not that big a deal. It's kind of nice in a way. What I'm really concerned about is until now, there's still no gas station. Have we passed through some and I only missed them? Might be. I'll have to keep my eyes peeled for that. I keep on forgetting. Oh, that looks so good. I mentioned I was planning to fly here eventually in Microsoft Flight Sim. I'll probably do that, but I'll probably wait a bit because Microsoft is planning to add a world update for Norway, for Scandinavia actually, to make it even prettier and realistic looking. So we'll probably visit Norway and other parts of Scandinavia when that happens. Actually, I realized this might be the perfect region for that cold rain mod from Darkcaptain, huh? Because this one, this mod I'm using is the realistic rain from Darkcaptain, but he has a cold rain variant, which makes it more foggy, makes it feel more like a colder climate. Because this kind of rain, this kind of look in the windshield feels more like a tropical rain. You know, it doesn't look that cold, just looks wet. With the cold rain feature, you get some kind of fog in there, much less visibility and whatnot. Makes it feel more like Norway. We'll need to change to that for the next episode. I hope I remember. Is that the gas station? Oh no, it's just the house. Man. We might also be okay for sleeping. We have 14 hours. Oh, but we're almost there, I think. Yeah, we're almost there. Okay, we can bear with it. We don't even need to gas up anymore, I think. We can survive. I'll just gas up offline.
After 100 yards, turn right.
Turn right, okay. Oh, that one, okay, good. Oh, we're almost here.
Turn
Where
right.
are we delivering this? To Kuene and Nagel. Probably butchered that. That's most likely a real company, but something I am not familiar with. A European company for sure. But something with K and N. I'm looking for the signs in the company. In the meantime,
Cross the rotary. Second exit.
let's listen to Lori here. Second exit, did she say? So not this one actually. Okay.
Exit ahead.
Interesting. Hopefully we're not going out of the city again, back to the highway. Maybe this just goes deeper into the city, huh? Lillehammer, there you go. It's nice to see that actually the rain stops inside the tunnel, huh? That small detail is quite realistic. Come on.
After 100 yards, turn right.
Okay, noted.
Turn right.
Then again, it is already summertime, right? Start of summer. Or almost there. So maybe this kind of rain isn't too bad. Oh, you can actually see we don't have any rain if I move back a bit because we are literally under the bridge. But now it's back again. Quite nice. And the lighting at night looks so
Left.
real.
After 50 yards, turn left. Turn
Sure
left.
thing. Looks like this one. That's the modified barriers mod. I kinda like it. Still doesn't look completely realistic, but at least it's not those floating X's anymore. Ooh, almost hit that car.
After 100 yards, turn left.
100 yards
Turn
is here, maybe? I guess. This looks like a very small road. What's this?
After 100 yards, turn left.
Okay.
Turn left.
Okay, looks like it's this one indeed. Probably wasn't made for trucks, this route. Oh, that one is the parking. Very tricky parking, and I must say we approach this at a completely wrong angle. But maybe we can find a way through if we make a U-turn through here or somewhat. Might hit that car though. Might have put myself in a bind here. I don't see the car, let's just keep our eyes closed. Okay, didn't hit anything so far. There's a mechanic here even. Very nice layout here in Lillehammer. Very custom look. Hopefully no cars coming through there. Let's turn on our hazard lights. Make sure the AI keeps their distance. And then here, we'll have to... What do you mean turn right? It's here already. We'll have to do some reversing, it looks like. Something like that. This is where mirror cams would help. But then again, I don't like mirror cams in ETS2. They're not optimized. Not when you're looking around like this with track IR or with your mouse. So you notice when the mirrors stop rendering. The graphics engine. The way the mirrors work in this game, in this sim, is not optimal for mirror cams. Okay, how about that? Let's keep it slow so in case we hit something, wouldn't cause any damage, just a wounded ego. Well, that looks good actually. I like the light. Look at how the yellow light shines. Very nice. Oh, and we actually fit through here quite nicely. Cool. One try. Not too shabby, eh? I like it. Okay, nice. Wipers off. turn that off. That lighting, those reflections look really beautiful. Amazing stuff. Okay, let's finish the job. Almost midnight here, but we made it. 469 kilometers. We actually are level 7 now. You can see there's like a smidge there. Because as I was driving to this pickup point, I leveled up. So I leveled up while in free roam. And I got the... what skill did I get? I think I got this one. Yeah, class 3. So we can pick up some fuel loads. Some tanker loads. Maybe we can get lucky next time. Anyway, hope you guys enjoyed that trip. We'll continue our trip northbound to Trondheim, maybe somewhere here. Pass through back to Sweden and then north again. My goal is to eventually reach Honungsvåg or Hammerfest. Either way, somewhere along that area, and we'll keep on earning along the way. 20k now. Show me the money. We're getting rich, guys. Anyway, thanks for watching. Have a nice day. Clumsy trucking, and catch you in the next one. Bye bye.